the can sings to do sing their chavare in a chavadelia charo lero jore can say jor. All right. Okay. I will sing so do kone sing chazi the in a watching a will jay. All right. So dinzulia engine and auxiliary siwa. Dinzu tanda dinar time. All right. So I'm making a distinction between be verbs and other verbs. Okay. When I change the auxiliary verbs, then tia de kechumbrisha dinala. I'm going to put that. All right, other verbs, they auxiliaries. Auxiliary. Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary. Helping verbs. Okay, so you have be verbs, auxiliary verbs, and then all the other verbs. Okay, so auxiliary verbs, helping verbs. Helping verbs. Helping verbs yet. Okay, so let me give you an example. All right, for example, I can use be as a helping verb. I am teaching English. So if you look at this, all right, am here is helping this verb teaching. All right, any continuous tense continuous tense you have used this verb am. This is the auxiliary. So helping verb. All right. Okay, so I'm going to underline that. All right, so am teaching. See it. In the same way, I can say I can speak English. So speak is a verb. Main verb, the speak. All right, but then I speak English. You're using something like a helping verb. This is not. It looks like a helping verb. Helping verb nashin dogoyare. Okay, but this is called a modal. But it works like a helping verb. See, it's helping. It's helping this verb. This is a verb. Di chazire. Di chazire. In di chazi dilia in this di chazi di kazinyama chikti some skonda. It's called an infinitive. It's called a gerund. It's a participle. All right. In the same way, here this one. This is also a verb. This is the participle of the verb. All right. And to make it a tense, you put a helping verb. A helping verb. Okay. I can speak English. All right. And then sometimes you have can you mare? I must. I will do my homework. I will do my homework. Okay, so here this one is helping do the chazire. All right, in a will do any future chapter can speak to kon tub madu ke char niede dire karsate chazire the chazite can give the kon tub madu ke shigarwa, and then am teaching su thanda so what you see is auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. Okay, they help a main verb, and then they make it it gives a different meaning there. Meaning helping verb. I, for example, let me I have to give me simple tense now ligament the simple tense member present perfect now the have say I have done my work. So do the present perfect tense is simple now chu mare chesangadi chita dina lol help have the helping verb. All right, in a the tense the the simple mare simple present tense mare the present perfect tense. So I'm not going to put it over here, but it can be an example. It can be an example of a helping verb. Okay, the helping verb. All right, so I must. All right, I must finish. I must say I must finish my work. See, this must is like a helping verb. All right, auxiliary now. Okay, so because here you can see there's a verb over here. Finish says this is a participle, and it has to take a helping verb there. Participle participle so that's the helping verb there. This is called the participle verb. Participle Okay, all right. So that these are the auxiliary verbs. They're also called helping verbs. Kunzu ya this tense nan ke shedu kone kunzu ya kunzu karsapat helping verbs kyabdu kone tense the mandra children. Just there nye am chikabra chinarwa. The am chikabna the continuous tense chogdwa. I am teaching so the continuous tense simple tense mare. All right. I can speak so the tense kejamare the thuk madu kejere. I will do the future chaswa. I must finish the Tukonga Injim Chagos, delay this model theatre, Injim Chitagoyes, Dilia more attitude to think on this Hamalo, Dinsu Rick to Samaloli, helping verb to Tukone, Yana tends to take the member China model chart, mood, attitude to think on Tuku Yometa, Chechogo Yometa, then they get a shame. So these actually don't come under simple present tense. The tense did not sumarti. All right, so but please remember they are not present simple tense. The present simple tense na all right, they don't come under present simple tense. I hope you understand this. All right, so this is just a distinction between how we classify different verbs. We have the be verbs and then we have the other verbs. All right, and then we have the auxiliary verb. So okay, now please remember the present simple tense because the tense the present simple chug. All right, okay, so I'm going to leave this part, the part thing usually, right? So the present simple tense not chug. Okay, so I'm going to leave this. All right, so the present simple tense now, I'm leaving that part. All right, now this is important. So when we want to, use the present simple tense, we have to differentiate between these two types. Okay, so let's see. What do we mean by the be verbs? Be verbs are the ams here, the rs here, the is here, the was here, the were here. These are called be verbs in Ginalia. Okay, so I am a teacher. Chazi kora be verb. Dina verb the be verb today. You are a student. All right, that's the be verb there. He is teaching. This is the be verb. And she was teaching. That's the past tense there. It's not the present simple tense, but it's the past tense of the be verb. And then we were teaching. This is the past tense of the be verb. So please remember, this is not present simple tense. This is the past tense. The past, all right? This is the past tense. Okay, the past tense. So then you tell your mother in a be verb present simple tense not be verb into some am, are, is then some present simple tense now, not the past tense. All right. So in a be verb past tense okay. So we're not going to look at these two. All right. This is the present simple tense of the be verb. I am a teacher. You are a student. He is reading. Says your so again, this the tense, the present simple mare. What tense is this? Be verb the pejutan helping verb. What tense is this? He is reading. This is the present continuous. So the continuous tense. The present simple mare. He is reading some chara. Be verb the helping verb pejutan. So continuous tense. All right. So I can, instead of he is reading, I can put a different one over here to make it a present simple tense. He is my brother. He is my brother. Now we have a present simple tense. That's the present simple tense here. All right. Okay. So so that's how we have. This is not present simple. This is also not present simple. It's past simple, but then it has a be verb. Okay, all right. So these are the present simple forms of a be verb. Am here, the are here, the is here. This is some other joy for your mark. Okay, so I can use we are monks. That's a present simple tense with a be verb. Okay, or I can use they are. Okay, they are students. Okay, so I use a be verb here. Present simple tense of a be verb. Be verb ki present simple tense today. Okay, all right. So be verb ki present simple tense kare islamnata denzure. All right. Here, am, are, is, are. The mangzil redwa. Okay. Chikzil is redwa. All right. The you'll are sigre, I'll am sigwa. So all these sentences are be verbs in the present simple tense. All right. Be verb kran rantinal verb re. Shemba verb yomare. This is itself the verb. Nga yi. All right. Nga kegen yi. Ko lob to re. Ko nyet brother re. Ani nganzo tawa yins. Any control to raise says your ba. So then I'll church it some be verb. All right. And these some law present simple tense. But then the church the pitch church shamba manguya. Okay. So we have I teach English, they teach twa. You learn English. She speaks English. He plays football. Okay, he plays football, and they seem kind. This is some law other verbs. Right? So chazipe manguya. All right. So that's the chair. Because in the chazi the tense chadan the tense chadani this chiyem machene yan shogo two. Okay. All right. Daran draw the mandajar. All right. So that's the distinction there. Okay. This is a distinction in the present simple tense. Simple present tense kire. All right. So we have the be verbs and the other verbs. And always remember the be verbs are these words. Be verbs present simple tense kire ta. Okay. All right. So now let's look at the next slide. Okay. Now what is important is that when you're learning tenses, not only tenses, but when you're learning any sentence, you should know how to write it in these three different ways. You should know how to write the positive, the negative, and the question form, because all these are different in the English language. In this way, manda yota, re siye, mare siye, ane tibet yorwa. Tu tada vanale, present simple na re kandis luto, present simple na mare kandis luto. Present simple na tiba kandis gudo. Sumja nyamdo jana mato. Tiya inchi na this toda manda yudu kwanti chikan deg mare. Okay. So all right. So let's see. Let's look at this. The positive one. For example, I'm going to use the be verbs. All right. Please remember these are just the be verbs. The be verbs rida. Shemba verbs. Shemba peju meta. Tina yebache go jumzen de manda shtoyungure. All right. So for example, I am late. I am late. All right, short form is I'm late. The dubre. I am the so duchere. The get the shade to the yansi I'm slippery. All right, you get to do my chasamatishan degree. But when you're talking, we always say you'll always hear native speakers contracting this verb form. I'm saying but I am. All right, so I am late. I'm late. It's the positive form. All right. Now, when you're writing the negative form, not the I'm not the not the I'm not late. And the I am not late here. Where do you put the not there? Be careful. I'm not late, Martha. I am not late. And then if you want to use the short form, I'm not late. I'm not late. All right. So be careful. I'm not late. I'm not late. Don't say I'm not late. All right. I'm not late. Short form is I'm not late. Okay. So you have I am rangja yore, you put a not there. The chazan yore, you have to put a not there. I am the chazan yore, you put a not, then you get a negative there. All right. I'm not late. Okay. Now look at the question. It's a present simple question. All right. So in question, you find the verb coming before the subject. Injinalia katu in it verb the subject subject verb so there's subject I dwa verb am dwa katu in subject verb subject verb subject verb. That's when you have a positive sentence. All right, and a negative sentence. But in a question, the verb comes before the subject. So am I late? Am I late? Am I late? So the am I late? The verb here, this comes before the subject. When it's a positive and negative, you see the subject comes before the subject. When it's a question, the verb comes before the subject. All right, so am I late? Okay, now, so this is with I. Now let's look at you. You are in room 2. Can your number race. You are in room 2. Okay. Now I used you are. Short form is your, and you say your. You don't say you are. When you have this one, you say your. You're in room 2. All right. Full form, you are in room 2. Short form, you're in room 2. You're in room 2. Okay, don't say you are. When you see this contraction, to do so, the you are slow marta. Yours, you're in room 2. Okay, so this is the positive here. And negative, very easy. You are not in room 2. You are not. You not my you are not in room 2. Now you want to use the short form, we combine these two. You aren't in room 2. They are the not in degree. You aren't in room 2. All right? You aren't. So aren't say jorwa, the are the not to degree, the get schedule con do these books degree. You aren't in room 2. All right, so this is negative. Okay, look at the question. Question, Nala, you put the verb before the subject. Are you in room 2? See, are you, not you are. Now you say, are you in room 2? Are you in room 2? Kera room 2 na reverse. Kang with number niben na reverse. Okay, so this sumjalo drodandi in the present tense kawali ne shembuya. The present tense na the sumja brother. Simple tense na be verb. Now let's look at he. The he is late. He is late. Present simple tense. All right. Short form, he is late. He is late. He is late. Okay. Tadi he chikol mata. He the means of rawa and ming the partine tigore. You can use it for she. You can use it for it. You can use names also. Dolma, Dawa, my mother, my brother. Karlune tigre. She domas lagurwa. Okay, so the ming the samlo duerta. It's not just he chigo marta. She le dure, it le dure. Ming dure. Dolma lamne digre. Dolma is late. Dawa is late. My mother is late. My brother is late. So he gets hable karlune digre. She it sablia ming the karitsavi the lune the tagra duer. All right. So he is late. He is late. Short form. Now the negative is he is not late. Short. He isn't late. He isn't late. Is not sudurva, so he isn't late. Okay. All right. Now in question again, you put the verb there. Is he late? Is he late? Is he late? All right. Not he is late. You say is he is late? No, that's not the question form. The question is he late? Is he late? He is late. Dang the Tibetan rate the grammar nobre. Is he late? Is he late? Never say he is late. All right. Is he late? All right. So now let's see the we there. We are monks. All right. We are monks. Okay. And the contraction is we are monks. We are monks. Okay. We are monks. We are monks. We are not late. We aren't late. We are not late. See where you put the not when you put negative there. We not late. No, we are not late. We aren't late. All right. In question, are we late? Not we are late. No. Are we late? In the art verb the tunica. Are we late? Okay. We are late. Sin novrita. Kashegi di ladnyayor. All right. No, this is wrong. Okay. This is correct. This is wrong. This is wrong. The grammar novre. If it's a question, put the verb there in front. Okay. So are we late? This is the correct form. So that's how you use, the present simple tense of be verbs. Be verbs keep present simple tense. Okay. The negative not okay. Shemba mother rangja de are. Kora ran alo karim but ya tuk ma tuk chinde you don't see any extra words coming there. All right. So this is very basic. Okay. Ta mang nondu bang chinge kwatung garsin khashe the negative kyabdin no I am not late, I'm not late. I not come say I not do my home. No, you have to say I am not late. All right, I am not coming sin. I am the caption not the war. Okay, in the same way here. That instead of putting the verb in front, you put the subject. And tagranti and tibuku so chigre, the mare, and inji minji verb thing. So that's just how we use the be verb in the simple present tense, and the positive sentence as a negative sentence and as a question. Okay, it's very easy. It's a very basic sentence there. Okay, all right. Now, let's see how we use these. Okay, we often use this in introducing ourselves, in describing, ourselves, or in describing other people. Mi shamba teshe gavieta, sosu ngoto chieta, mi shamba ngoto chieta. Then and the be verb the yangsi legre. Mi shamba teshe gavine. Okay, so here is an example there. All right. So if you look at this, you'll see the use of the be verb. Okay, so let me just read to you, and I'm going to show you how it's used. This is this woman over here, Paolo Bruno. She is telling us about herself, and she's telling us about her family, describing the So my name's Paolo Bruno, and I'm from Venice in Italy. I'm married and I have 2 children, a son and a daughter. My son's name is Guido. He's 15. He's tall with dark hair and he's good looking. My daughter's name is Chiara. She's 21. She's dark too. Is she beautiful? I think she is very beautiful. I'm her mother. Okay, so the be verb. Verb have okay, so mangcha be verb but you will see other verbs also being used over here. So this is basically about the use of the be verbs. All right, so here's another example. My name is Poiter and I'm from Kielce in Poland. I'm 20. I have 2 sisters. Their names are Dagmara and Justina. Dagmara is 26. She's tall with long blonde hair. She's married. Her husband's name is Wojtek. Justina is 19 and very different from Dagmara. She isn't tall and blonde. She is short with dark hair. She isn't married, but she has a boyfriend. Okay, so Finalia, be verb ki peje. Okay, so this is basic. All right, now I hope you can write something about yourself and your family using the be verb, or you can also use some other verbs, but it has to be in the present simple tense. Whenever you are introducing yourself, or you're writing about, describing your family, or a friend, you use the present simple tense. Okay. All right. Now I want to see if you can write a paragraph about yourself and your family. Chikma titu cheda. Anda di tiwa nashi. Te titwa. Ti tawu chik sosu ki korta sosu family kolia chi. Hyaps chitida. You have to use be verbs, and you can use like have said. I think said. All right. Okay. So just try to use be verbs to describe yourself and your family. This is an example there. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, anybody wants to share their work? Because we need to hear, different descriptions. All right. So different people have different ways of describing. So it's important that we kind of share it with one another so that we have a rich amount of sentences. Yes. Anybody would like to share? Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Kelsang. I have two brothers. They are very smart. I also have one sister. She's kind and beautiful. What do you think? Is she pretty? And all my brothers are
students, all right? So you have, yeah, good. Okay, but be careful with the plural, all right? I have two brothers, all right? Don't forget to use that este, brothers. So when you say it also, we have to hear that S sound. I have two brothers, okay? So be careful with the singular and the plural. Yes, good one. Yes, anybody else would like to share your description of yourself and your family?
Yes. My name is Lodro and hello. My name's Lodro and I'm from Amdo in Tibet. I am a monk and I have two brothers and one sister. My elder brother was married and he has one boy and one girl. He's a taxi driver.
Finished? Okay, so yes. That was Lodre Gelsen. Why did you use was there? Because was is not present tense. Was is a past tense.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
This wrong.
If you say he was married,
okay,
it means that he's not married now. He was married to the he's not married now? Is he married now?
Yeah, he is married.
Yes.
He is married now. Yes.
Yes, he is married. So please use is there because he is still married, right?
Okay.
Well, he has a wife, I'm sure.
Yes.
Right? He is married. So don't use was because
okay,
the moment you use was, it means it's not true now. Okay, so we are using the present simple tense. So he is married. Yes, he is married. Okay, good one. Okay, anybody else would like to share?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Demi. I'm from Tibet. I am a monk and I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Good.
My elder brother is married and he has 2 children.
Okay.
And my younger sister is also married. Okay.
That's all. Very good. Very good. No mistakes. No mistakes at all. Yes. Anybody else?
Yes. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
My name is Stephen and I am a monk. I have 1 brother and 2 sisters.
Very good.
My brother's name is Dorje and my older sister name is Chuchi. She is a teacher.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all? Okay. Now, there's one mistake. You don't say my brother name. You say my brother's name.
Yeah, brothers.
The apostrophe S. My brother's name. Brother che apostrophe S. My brother's name. My elder sister's name. Nye jojo ki. Nye aja ki. Sejora delta chitwa pege delta the S. All right. So my brother name's in order. My brother's name. My sister's name. Okay. All right. Good. Yes. Anybody else, please? This is basic English. So you should all be able to share. Yes. Please go ahead and share somebody. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people sharing their work. What about the others?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I'm Sanam. I'm from Tibet.
Okay.
My parent is in Tibet. My father's name's Sanam. He is artist.
He is an artist, yes.
He likes to take a photo.
He likes to take photos.
My mother's name is Sewan. She's intelligent and beautiful woman.
Yes, good. All right.
And my sister is teacher.
My sister is
our teacher.
Is a teacher. Is a teacher?
Teacher.
Yes. All right. So my sister is a teacher. My sister is a teacher. Okay. Tadinalia, you're using, yeah, we're all using he, she, all right. So dinali, he, she, if you're going to say like, he likes, she likes, this surely be verb he is okay. So but then we come to know that later on when you're using other verbs with he, she, you have to put an s in the present simple. He likes, she likes, yes, she the other verbs likes and other verbs he is, she is, okay. All right. Yes. Anybody else? Good.
Okay, I want to share some words.
Yes.
My name is Tawa and I am from India. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Their names are Tashi and Namgyal. And my sister's name is Tolma. She is married and have 2 children, 1 boy and girl. They both are very cute and adorable.
Very good. Very good. Okay. But then a few grammatical mistakes over here. Again, she have mare have to the chazi have to he she has lagu korta. She has. He has. She has. All right. Have he she it have sing mare. All right. So she has. He has. Okay, so be careful with that. The sugar later, okay. The chazi, the other verbs not too there. He is, she is like the Jan they are. Okay, so with other verbs, then you'll see that you know you have to put an s there. Okay, good. Yes, carry on. Anybody else?
Oh, let me try to share something, please.
Please go ahead. Yes.
My name is Chamba. I am from Tibet. I have 4 family members, and my dad, my mom and my dad and my sister.
Very good.
My sister's name is Lawson Chide. She is good in Tibetan and Chinese, but she also understands English as well.
Very good.
My mom and dad are doing small business in Lhasa, the capital city of Tibet. Yeah, that's it.
All right. I think she also, you said something, she also?
But she can understand English as well.
She understands. Are you saying she understands?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so she understands English as well. That's correct. But don't put an also, because as well and also mean the same thing. She understands.
Yeah, I didn't. But I mean that she is good in Tibetan, Chinese, but she can understand English as well.
Yeah,
but I think that is not necessary, isn't it?
No, don't put also, all right? That's perfect because you use as well there. As well and also mean the same thing, all right? So don't put as well and also together. You can say she understands English as well. No also, okay?
But
all right.
I mean, is it necessary to put that but is a negative form, right? She is good and...
Yes. So you're saying she is good in Tibetan and Chinese. Now, why do you put but there? Because you're talking about she is being good, all right? And you're also going to say she is good in English. So you're not going to say anything opposite.
Yes,
all right. If she's not good in English, then you can say but, because the previous languages she is good, but English she is not good. So you have to put a but there, which shows that they are opposite. Okay. But in this case, don't use but. All right. Because they're moving in the same direction. Okay. All right. So don't use but there. because you're moving in the negative direction. All right.
Sure.
And this is not negative. This is positive. You're still in the positive direction. Okay. Yes. Anybody else? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead.
My name is Chugil and I have one brother and one sister. My brother is tall and he's a handler. My sister is short and she has long black hair.
Very good.
She's very happy to study English, but both of them are in college.
Okay, now that's all. That's all. Why do you put but there? But kharchin kya? But kya guys kim dere mendwa?
No, not but. No.
So you said but, all right?
She's very happy to study English.
And so instead of but, I would say and.
And both of them are in college.
But la we jum tin chi min do yines la gutwa di but ma jum che cho chi le to yo na ya ga kya lob de yo and kyam na yegre. All right, no buts. All right, instead of but, put and there. But if you're moving in the opposite direction, you said something good, then you want to say something bad, then you can put a but there. Then a but lamnati. Okay, yes, so you there. Do we have any more sharings? Okay. Anybody would like to share, or should I move on? Thank you, Deiba. All right, so I think I'll have to move on.
Yeah.
Now, what happened was the exercise, or the little bit of an introduction and practice that we were doing was with the be verb. Please remember, it's only with the be verb. Is, am, are, dore. All right? But then positive, negative questions. Be verb yanarta. All right? He is a teacher. He isn't a teacher. Is he a teacher? The be verb is the yama. And in this, you were mostly using, in this little exercise, the practice, the little bit of an introduction that you were giving us about your family, we were using mostly the be verb. All right. But then, okay. So now we are going to see, how do we use other verbs, present simple tense? How do we say, use the other verbs in the in let's say, the positive, the negative, and the question? All right. So I'm going to put a slide over here so that, yeah, I'm putting a slide over here. Okay. Okay. So this is for other verbs. Not be verbs. Okay. Not the be verb. Be verbs have it. Okay. Be verb okay. Not be verbs. All right. So here we are. Now we are looking at, the positive sentence in the present simple tense. Okay. Positive sentence. Okay. All right. Now let's say I'm going to do it with I and you. So with just I and you. For example, I teach English. Okay. I teach English. All right. So I used teach over here. Teach. This is not a be verb. The be verb mare. I teach English. So this is in the this is a positive sentence. Okay, the positive rate. All right. I teach English. Positive sentence. Now let's look at the negative sentence here. What happens when we have other verbs? Okay, so this is a positive sentence. The second one is the negative sentence of the first one. The negative sentence. Okay, so now since this is not a be verb, the be verb marta is the are the am the mare. This is these are other verbs. Okay, so now when I want to write a negative sentence for other verbs, I have to use don't. I do not teach. Do the all right, I do not teach English. Right, I do not teach English, and the short form of do not is I don't teach English. All right, or this is the short form of yes, there. Okay, so see, this is how it's different. That is why we had to differentiate between the be verb and other verbs. Because be verb ki todan loga yor this chi. Be verb dilel hasho dire. Okay, so tina karchik do. Tade inji minji do la edi pejele yungote. I not teach lamne tigi yomare. I do not slug go liya. So that's where the helping verb comes. The teach ki ropa. Negatively a teach la rokoch ligre. She did the children. Do not teach. All right, don't. All right, this is the short form of do not. Okay, so in the negative you use do and then not. Not I not teach. Do not teach. I not teach. I do not teach English. So then you do this becomes present simple negative. It's present simple negative. All right. Now from do you come to know this negative is present simple. Don't is do not contracted. I don't teach English. So this is how you use the negative or write the negative in the present simple tense for all other verbs. Verb shamba tsamulore. Be verb lamare. Be verb the thangi totanche. That verb shamba tsamulolia negative kemne inchi do not skep go. Do the vegetango war. All right. Okay. Now how about the question? Now let's look at the question. If I want to make a question here, all right? So how do you use the question form for other verbs? Okay, all right. Now, for negatives and for questions, you must always take help of the word do. Do the pejotango war. Okay, so you have to say do. For example, I'm talking about do I teach English? Do I teach English? All right. The two pejotana mado yungu martinalia. Inji chazi shemba nyamdolia tiva sodu the negative sodu kwane do the pejotan sietele. Okay. So yeah. Do I teach English? Do there. That is what comes in use when you're writing the negative and the question of other verbs in the present simple tense. Present simple tense na do legre. The past in a did kyogre. Okay, so because this is present, I use the helping verb do to make the negative and the question. This comes in use when you are using other verbs. Chazi shembal to what not be verbs. Be verbs liya m rangi tiba chagre is rangi tiba chagdwa. But with other verbs, teach rangi tiba chayomare. All right, so it's wrong to say teach I English, not re. All right, teach I English. With other verbs, you have to use do to make it a present simple one, and don't to make it negative. So with all other verbs, you will see this is how you make the three types of sentences: the positive, the negative, and the question. Chazi shamba dende karsa be verb mare. Chazi be verb member chazi changmalo dinam tugre. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the positive, the negative, and the question. Now let's just practice them first. All right. I'm going to give you some verbs over here, other verbs. For example, let's say play. Play the be verb marwa. Play. Okay. All right. Sorry. Play in the. Okay. Can anybody give me a positive sentence for play? Positive. Give me a positive sentence with present.
He plays.
All right, I don't want he. But he can.
I play football.
Either you use it with I or you. Either you dingi you okay? So dingi chupo in the class. Yeah, he it the best mandra
I play football.
Yes. I
play game.
Football. All right, so
I play
We have a positive sentence over here. I play football. Positive less one. Okay. Now, how do you write the negative sentence? Negative.
I don't.
Yes.
I don't play
football.
I do not play
Not
football.
play.
Okay. Or
I don't play.
I don't play. I don't play.
I don't.
Oh, it's a short form of this. See, you're using do not play, not play not. I play not remidwa. I am the he is the it is not I am not lugdwa. But here we are not using the be verb. It is the other forms of verb. So you say I do not play football or I don't play football. Okay, now I want you to write a question for this.
Yeah. Do I play
football? Do I play football?
Do I play football? Do I play football? All right. Play I the be verb nalina any am I is he all right, but here you don't put these verbs in front to make a question there. You have to use do there. Do I play football? All right, I don't play football. All right, okay, so this is with play. Let's take another. Yes, let's take another. Give me another verb, which is not. Who's breathing? Who's breathing so loudly? Give me another verb which is not a be verb. Give me any verb.
Read.
Yes?
Read.
Right.
Right.
Okay, right. So this is not a be verb. Okay. Yes, you can use it with I or you. You the I name the current name. Give me a positive sentence. Yes, give me a positive sentence.
I write letter.
I write a letter.
I
write a letter to my friends. All right, to my friends. Okay? Okay. That the negative chinda. The mare say it.
I don't write.
Yes, I do
not
write
a
letter to my friend. Or I don't write letter to my friend. Do not to do with it. Okay. All right. Now, how will you make the question for this?
Do you write?
Okay. Do you? You write a letter
to your
friends?
Your friend.
Okay. Do you write a letter? Sorry. Do you write a letter to your friends? Okay. Do you write a letter to your friends? All right. Okay. Now, give me another. The practice months. Okay. Give me another verb, which is not a verb. Give me another verb. Yes?
Read.
Read. Okay. Read. Yes. Read. Read in the. Yes. I want a positive sentence. You learn it. I in it.
I read
a book.
I read. What do you read?
About the philosophy book.
I read philosophy.
About the philosophy book.
I read a story book.
About philosophy. I read Buddhist philosophy.
Yeah.
Buddhist. I read Buddhist philosophy every day. I read Buddhist philosophy every day. All right, every day. I read Buddhist philosophy every day. Okay. All right. Now, give me the negative of this.
I don't read. I do not read.
Do not laminate.
I don't read.
Do not is the full form.
I don't read Buddhist.
Read.
I do not read Buddhist philosophy every day.
Philosophy every day.
All right. Okay, it looks like this is every day like this. All right. So I do not read Buddhist philosophy every day. All right. Question. Yes.
Do you read Buddhist philosophy every day?
Do you
Do I
read
read
Buddhist
philosophy
all right,
every day?
philosophy every day? Do you read Buddhist philosophy every day? Do you read Buddhist philosophy every day? Okay?
Okay.
All right, so you understood. You understood how to write, the simple present tense of other verbs, not be verbs, all right? Other verbs in the three, in three different ways, the positive, the negative, and the question. Other verbs, the verb, the okay, now let's look at, do we have time? Oh yeah.
Finished.
So time's up. So we'll stop over here. All right. And tomorrow we are going to listen to this. Do you say that? I do say that. Okay. So I'm doing it. And practice mango chair. The dialogue. And I'm going to share the one. All right. So that is a little bit about the present simple tense with be verbs and other verbs.
Another verb.
Distinction, very clear. All right, you have to be very, very careful with the two there because they don't work, together. In other words, they don't work in the same way. All right, so that's all. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.